First, last name, and your age.
10 years old.
You're going to stay here.
Peter Vivenzio.
You're going to go down there.
My name is Lyman Nelson. I'm 11.
Good, you're going to go down there.
Ramir Liverpool.
You're going to go here.
Beckham Moore, 13.
Good.
Jordan Johnson, 10.
Go right here.
Francesco Jimbo.
Good. We're going to keep doing this. They want to coach football. But this is important, and it's what makes our program different. Okay? We care about all you guys. I care about you, but I'm also going to be very honest with you, right? You guys suck at shaking hands. Those handshakes were like this, man. Soft. You didn't make eye contact and look at me. Or you talked like this. You talked like this, so I really couldn't hear you. And this is important, okay? If you leave here with anything besides a handshake, you got your money's worth. You know why? Because in today's day and age, kids don't know how to shake hands. They don't know how to do a lot of things because they spend so much time on their phones and everything else. Football's a great platform to teach character and a lot of lessons that have gone to the wayside in the past 20, 30, 40 years. Your handshake is important. We talk about your brand. What's your brand? Your brand is how you act, how you dress, what your posture's like, how you speak, what manners you have. That's all your brand, and your handshake's part of your brand. You guys suck over here. We got to fix it. And it's okay, because a lot of you guys are new. That's why we're here to teach you these things, right? These guys have been through it. They did a great job. If you're over here, you might think your handshake was okay. It wasn't. If you're over here, I don't miss a beat. You're either over here because your handshake was soft, because you didn't make eye contact with me, or because you didn't speak confidently. You talked like this, really low. A good handshake when you first meet someone especially says everything about you. It shows whether you're confident or scared. It shows whether you're weak or strong. I know you guys also, you're not comfortable speaking with adults, some of you guys. You need to be confident speaking to adults. You need to be not afraid to make eye contact. I promise you, because I hear it from all these guys, their parents, their teachers. Someone just told me the other day that one of the kids' teachers says that one of our young guys in the 8-year-old group, the teacher told the parent that every day he comes into class, he shakes the teacher's hand before class and he shakes his hand afterwards. She thought it was like what? And she's like, that's great. I never saw that before. And she's like, that you did a good job at home. And the dad was like, it's not us, it's the football program. And the teacher was like, what do you mean? Football? He learned that in football? Another case, one of the big kids in varsity at Farmingdale. Great program, good coaches. The coach said to one of the other coaches, kid's weird. Every time he comes to practice, he shakes my hand before practice and shakes it before he leaves. And he didn't mean it in a bad way, they're not used to that. You go to St. Anthony's, Chaminade, William Floyd, here in Longwood, you go to any of those places, my players, when they show up to practice, they're shaking hands and acknowledging the coach. When a coach speaks to them, they're not looking down like this, they're not looking over. When a coach speaks to them, their eyes are on the coach. You might know how to listen, and you might be listening if your head's turned over here and the coach is talking. The coach does not know you're listening unless you're making eye contact. Happens all the time. I see it at every clinic. I see it everywhere. It's stupid. If I'm talking to you and I'm the coach and you're looking over there, you're kicking your feet, guess what? I'm all over you. These guys are all over you. It's not going to fly here. It's a matter of respect. Just like the handshake. When you shake a hand, a proper handshake, I'm going to give you some tips. Shake the person's hand as hard as you can like you're going to break it. No one's going to break my hand. If you're shaking an adult's hand, you shake it as hard as you can break it, as if you could break it. Even your mom. You're not going to break your mom's hand. So if I give you that rule of thumb, no matter what, you're always going to shake a hand really strong. If I tell you do it this firmness, or I tell you on a scale of 1 to 10, shake a hand with like a 5, you're not going to get it. Shake a hand as hard as you can like you're going to break it. You feel that? You feel that? You feel it? If you're a younger guy, you really got to shake a hand as hard as you can. That's a good handshake. That's how it should be every time, right? Really, really hard. And I promise you, people are going to say to you, damn, that's a good handshake. Where'd you get that handshake? And what they're really saying, they're not just saying that's a good handshake. What they're saying is, wow, that kid's confident. Wow, that kid comes from a good family. Wow, that kid's been taught stuff. He's respectful, he's polite, he's got manners, he's got character. Okay? It's going to happen in middle school, high school with your coaches. When you go to college, it says everything. We could talk all day about this stuff. This is what the program's about. You come from my program, you're not showing up to Syracuse or any of these other places for a college visit in a wife beater and sweatpants and Crocs. You're not. You don't have to go in a three-piece suit, but you better be dressed properly like it's a job interview. Some of these knuckleheads, they go to a college visit and they look stupid. It's disrespectful to the coaches. I don't care how good you are. Everybody's good at the next level. When you play in Division 1, 2, or 3, even 3, if you go to Cortland University, Division 3, everybody's big, everybody's fast, everybody catches good balls, everybody throws good balls. The stuff that separates you is your work ethic, your character, how you carry yourself, and all the stuff we talk about in this program. I spend time doing this because I have a fire in my belly to help every single one of you kids do the same thing that my son did. And Gerald Filardi's kid, Joe Filardi at Syracuse, Caden Brown. There's a long list of players that played at Power 4 colleges at the highest level of the game. KJ Duff, they all represent themselves properly. It's important. Right? From 5 years old, they're learning this stuff. Just like you guys over here. That's what you're going to get out of this program. Next time we shake hands, you better not be in this line a second time. Remember, a firm handshake as hard as you can, pause, make eye contact, and speak clearly. Don't speak like you got marbles in your mouth. Don't speak like you're scared. They're just adults. They're not going to do anything to you. I promise you, if you speak loud, you look them in the eye, and you shake a hand hard, it's going to go a long way. When you do a job interview, when you're looking to get hired at a company, everywhere you go, that handshake's going to introduce you. And there's going to be a whole bunch of other things to go along with it that we teach you guys. A couple other things. New players that are here for the first time, ask questions. Make sure you download TeamSnap and put it on your phone. We don't treat you like babies. Even the 7, 8-year-olds, the little guys, mommy and daddy do everything for you. Not here. If you're not allowed to have a phone at home, that's a different story. We can't tell your parents what rules to make, right? I didn't give my kids a phone until they graduated 5th grade. Every family's different. But if you have a phone and you're playing Roblox, or you're playing Fortnite, or whatever else it is on your phone, Snapchat, TikTok, you better have TeamSnap on there. Download the app. You're responsible. Everything that goes through there is kid-friendly. There's no cursing. There's no topics that aren't appropriate for kids. If they're talking about playing time abilities and that sort of thing, you might not like some of the stuff that's said, but we're honest and we're candid with you. Outside of that, nothing's sent through there that you shouldn't see. So it's your job to run your TeamSnap and check off your availability for every practice. If you don't, we don't know how many kids are coming to practice and you're wasting their time. Check off your availability for every practice. If you need help or you don't know how to do it, just reach out. Also, it's not too late to sign up for spring. If you have friends, still open. If your friends want to register, tell them to register. For the fall season, invites are going out. Don't be a winner like this guy. You'll get arrested. You're not supposed to ride in town parks. That's another lesson on the fly, guys. We play AYF. We play a full season, it's roughly 8 games. We have playoffs, and there's a path to nationals. The cutoff is July 1st for the birthdays. You have to be invited to the team for the fall season. Invites go out every day. Reminder about our culture here, positions and playing time for you guys and your parents. The coaches will tell you where you have the highest trajectory of playing. If your mom and dad think you're a quarterback or running back and the coaches don't, you can leave and go play in your town, or you can listen to them and look at their resume, look at the kids that come from this program. You have to understand something about football. Regardless of what position you want to play, your body and your skill set is designed for a specific position. If you want to play at the highest level, if your high school sucks and you're a mediocre quarterback and you want to go play at your high school, you could play there. You're not playing at St. Anthony's, Chaminade, Holy Trinity, probably not playing at William Floyd or any of the public powerhouses. Point that I'm making is ask, listen to the coaches. When you're young, you kind of don't know what position you're going to play. It's okay to try different ones, right? But as you grow and your body changes, you and your parents have to follow the path to the highest point. If you don't, you won't reach your potential in football. A lineman's not going to be a quarterback no matter how bad mommy and daddy want you to be a quarterback. If you play lineman, you could play at a very high level. Just an example. Utilize the coaches. Don't be afraid, right? We talked about shaking hands, having courage, looking coaches in the eye. There's no dumb questions here. I know you guys have all been in the class where no one talks and everybody's afraid to raise their hand because the teacher is not so nice, right? Some teachers shouldn't be teaching. You raise your hand and they embarrass you in front of the whole class. You won't be embarrassed here. Ask the coaches any question you might have about football, and I promise you, you'll get a good answer. Parents, same thing. Ask the coaches for feedback. Listen, you could come here and do this spring and then leave, or you could actually get to know the coaches, build your network, because this network now at 7, 8 years old, it keeps expanding into high school, into college. Every one of these guys is attached to other high schools, other college coaches. So get to know them, introduce yourself. It's okay to come on the field when practice is over. Introduce yourself to the coaches, and if you have something your son wants to work on, or you want them to work on, or be evaluated on, speak to the coaches. They'd be happy to give you honest feedback. They're not going to lie to you. Some of you might not like that if you come from a PAL program, but I promise you they won't lie. Tuesday, April 15th after Easter break, we're having a classroom session at St. Anthony's. X's and O's, we do a ton of that stuff, right? Even 7, 8 years old, we use huddle for our kids. We do a lot of stuff that the PAL parents and coaches think it's crazy at a young age. But that's why our players play at the highest level of high school and college football. So you're going to learn this stuff young. Your parents are welcome to sit in the sessions as well. Especially for the younger guys, they can reinforce things. Again, going back to the class and the character. Understand something. Everything you learn here has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do with wealth or money. It has nothing to do what town you come from. The stuff we teach you about class and character, it has nothing to do with that stuff. Right? It doesn't matter what color you are, where you come from, or how much money you and your parents have. Class is class. Having character is having class and doing the right thing when nobody's watching you. The cookie jar in the kitchen, if your parents tell you not to eat the cookies, when they leave the room or they go out to run to the store and you're there alone, don't touch the cookies if you have good character. Silly little example, but that same example goes all the way up to when you're grown up and you're working on Wall Street. We're going to spend a lot of time on the character stuff. Real quick, the coaches love this one. Oh boy, they love this one. 5 minutes and we're going to let them go. Listen to me. This is not a class on etiquette. Your parents can read Martha Stewart and tell you all that stuff. But there's some basic things we're going to tell you. Why? Because you're listening to me. It's football. It's an awesome platform for me to teach you these things. Not an etiquette class, but there are some basic things I can teach you and that we go over. Number one, we talked about class and character, integrity, all that stuff, and how race, religion, money has nothing to do with that. Same thing here, right? When we say our prayers on the field, we pray in this league. I don't care what you do in your other leagues, we pray. And it doesn't matter who you pray to. I don't care if you're Islamic, I don't care if you're Christian, Jewish, whatever it is, you could pray to the sun or the moon. But we pray before games, right? You're going to see a lot of that in this program. We also do a lot of other things that you might think are a little weird, but guess what? You're going to remember them, guys. What's this Sunday? Easter, right? Easter Sunday. Just so happens that it's Easter. Again, I don't care what religion it is. It's about character, it's about etiquette. Forget about the holiday even. I'm talking to you guys about this because Easter's coming up. But even if you're going out to a restaurant with your family, don't wait until you're an idiot when you're sitting at your girlfriend's dinner table or you're at an NIL dinner on a college visit to learn this. Very basic. We're not going into everything. Okay? Guys that are here, you can't answer. New guys, what is this? New guys only, what is this? What is it?
Cloth.
Okay, it's a cloth. What type of cloth is it? What? What?
Flag.
It's not a flag. Last time we asked this question, don't feel bad, one kid in the entire program the first time I did this got this right. What is this? And that's kind of terrible.
Napkin.
You don't have to be rich to know what this is.
Napkin. No.
It's a napkin, right? And the little silver thing? Napkin ring, yeah, okay? Listen, it doesn't have to be a fancy one like this. This really isn't even that fancy. It could be a paper napkin, it could be a paper towel, it could be anything. What do you do with this as soon as you sit down at the dinner table? You put it on your lap, okay? What do you do when you go to the bathroom or get up? You put it on your seat. You don't chuck it on the floor, okay? It's just something that's being a gentleman, and it's something that you guys should know. And somewhere along the line, you'll get a ton of compliments about it, and you could tell them that you learned it from the stupid football guys. Okay? Because everybody thinks football players, big jocks, they're not the smartest, most cultured guys in the bunch. But that's not true. That's nonsense. Raise your hand if you're a center. Raise your hand if you're a center. Most of you probably think the quarterback's the smartest kid on the team. Sometimes, mostly the center is the smartest guy on the team. A lot of football players are smart, right? And a lot of them have class and integrity and etiquette. And when you're in this program, I expect you guys to learn this. So when you have Easter dinner this weekend, get a napkin. If you don't have these, get a paper napkin. Put it on your lap. When you get up from the table, put it on your seat. And when you get back to the table, put it back where? On your lap. Here's another thing, right? Simple. We're not going into 500 utensils, where the knife's placed, where the glasses are placed. There are some people that, as crazy as these guys are about football, football guys make stuff complicated. They have a word for everything, right? Etiquette people do the same thing. If you sit down for the first time at dinner and you see a real place setting, man, oh man. Keep it simple, right? Knife goes in the right hand, fork goes in your left hand. It's hard, especially if you're right-handed. Okay? Right hand is the knife, left hand is the fork. When you put that fancy steak or whatever it is in your mouth, or the French fries or whatever you use, I'm just kidding, eat French fries with your hands. When you put that steak in your mouth, the tongs go down like this. Not like this, like this. Got it? Little bits and pieces, man. Football's the best opportunity. You guys are like sponges, especially you guys. Listen, 5 and 6 years old, I had a team with 3 PAL coaches on the field the other team had, and they're jockeying their players into place, shuffling them around. Those coaches might as well put helmets on and play themselves. 5 and 6 years old, we were passing the ball. You can go on to YouTube and look at my team from 2012. Those guys are passing the ball, no coaches on the field, and running a hurry-up offense. It's because of these guys. It's the coaching, man. It's not because you can't do it. When kids are young, their bones heal really, really fast. They also learn really, really, really fast. Who's the oldest guy out here? Which one? I'm not going to put him on the spot. Don't say anything. I guarantee you, you can't teach that guy nothing. But you guys as kids, you're like sponges. Okay? So absorb everything and let's go, baby, in the end zone. Let's get this started.
You know the drill. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get ready to work.
Click subscribe to join us next time.